Hello everyone, in this video I will talk about the concept of decorators in Python. Decorators are used to extend the functionality of your functions which are already in place. So let me show you how we can achieve this. So I am on my VS Code and here I have already defined a function division which is going to divide two numbers. So if we have to make a call to this, what we can do is we can simply write the name of a function and we can pass the parameter. So let's say I'm planning to divide 4 by 0. So if I will go ahead and run it, you can see that it is showing me traceback as well as the error, that zero division error, which is because we are dividing it by 0. So how can we handle this situation gracefully? Because we do not want end user to see this complete message, right? So the very first thing what you can do is you can go ahead and implement try catch block, and you can handle the error message in a more sophisticated way, the way you want. And another approach would be we can create a new function and pass this function as a parameter and then perform the validation. So let me show you how we can do that. So I'm going to define a new function verify. And here let's say we will say function to verify. So I will just short this name, function to verify. And inside this I'm going to define new func which will take two parameters, and division func which will take two parameters. And inside this I will check if y equal to 0, it then show some user-friendly message, cannot divide by 0, and return the control from here itself. Otherwise we have to go and call this function to verify x comma y, and then simply say return div function. Okay, now if we have to make a call to this function, what we can do is we just need to create a variable. You can give it any name and call verify. So verify is taking function name as a parameter. So in our case we are going to call division, and once it is verified we will simply say d4 comma 0. So let me quickly run this first and then I will explain you what's going on. So we can get rid of this earlier message. Now run it. Okay, so now you can see that this time it didn't show you any traceback or exceptional message. It is showing the message which we have provided, cannot divide by 0. So how it is happening? So we have defined a new function verify which is taking some function name as a argument, and then inside that we are checking if the denominator is 0, then provide some message and return the control from there itself. And let's say if denominator is not 0, it's something else, then it will go and call the actual function which is this one, which is your division function. And this is how we can make a call. So this is good, but this function this way is again quite lengthy. So I can say it's a quite lengthy way. You have to do all these things which we don't want, at least for the calling. Because if somebody is coming to your code and seeing, how will he get to know that before calling the division I need to first call the verifier? So to avoid all these confusions, there is a much more better and efficient way. Let's check that out first. Okay, so I have removed that calling, and what I need to do is I will pull this function above. Okay, I will make this function on top of my division. So now we have this function as well as we have this function. So what we can do is we can use decorators, which is like you have to specify @ and then you can define verify. Okay, now user can simply go ahead and say division 4 comma 0, and you can still see that message is coming. So now end user, or if new developer is coming, he need not to bother how to handle the verification and all those. But what we are asking Python to do is whenever somebody calls this function, make sure that you invoke this function before it. And that's how it is working. And you can see that call is still simple. We just need to decorate function name over here and things are still smooth. So this is the use of decorators, which can make our code more readable and make less line of code. So I hope enjoying this video. Thank you.